All right, Leo. So this is your part two. I'm gonna go ahead and do a part two. So it's also like a love reading. Like when I did y'all love reading, the love reading was a whole lot of love. It was a whole lot of people that love you, a whole lot of people that want to fight with you because of how many people love you and all that. I'm hearing the audacity of people to do that, huh? That's crazy. Um, but the good news is I remember now what y'all reading was about too. At the end, I said these people might as well just clap for you, instead of trying to fight with you. So I'm understanding now the concept behind this whole thing is that you're a loving person, but you have drive, ambition, and dreams, and that sometimes maybe even interfere with your love life or cause your lovers to feel like they gotta work just twice as hard as you because you're so ambitious. This is the drive of a woman who's willing to succeed, who wants to succeed, and that's going to happen because she is a woman that fears the, I'm here like fears the Lord, and the Lord is her shepherd. But at the same time, these are people who have taken your business degree or your business etiquette or your um, success and your ambition and your drive, and they want to take that to the bedroom. These are people who are ambitious about being in your sheets, because this is the sheets. They want to be in your bed. Now, I did say with the God card being in reverse, that's almost like them being able to like I did hear God might, just I don't want to say turn a blind eye, but if you just get that temptation and you going out, I don't feel like God will do anything to you upright. It would be Him being strict about, nah, you can't do that, Leo. The only problem with this, I feel like card is in reverse because these people are not your true love. They're not your one and only. They're not the ones who you're gonna go off into the carriage with. I can say that. That's not how that work. And with the think about it being under here, you like that goes back to what I said in the beginning. You think about the things you do, like this is a person who says their grace before they eat. They think about how to incorporate, make sure God is in everything that they do. They think about it. Like, God, do you approve this message? God, do you approve me doing this? And we're supposed to make sure that the Lord approves what we're doing. Not everybody does that. To each his own, but you're supposed to make sure that you follow up. Like I said, this is a follow up to your last reading. Make sure you follow up everything with God. You don't have to follow it up with men. You don't have to follow it up with your mother. If you want to, go ahead. The only person to approve you need is God, and He's here. And you've already done that because it's in right. It would be telling you to do that now, but since you've already done it, you're okay. But the problem is these people, it could be like your exes and stuff, like they broke whatever vow they broke to you or did whatever they did, and they expect you to still be willing to take them to bed. And they could be dancing around this love, like whatever they did to you. They could have broken your heart. They could have denounced the love that you guys had. They could have pretended that you guys weren't lovers. You guys were just, fuck buddies. That's the term. You my boo thing. They just pretended like you were their boo thing the whole time. They love you. Like, this people who hide the love they have for you and try to get you in your bed so they can dance around the fact that they really in love with you. This may be people who hiding because in your love reading is a whole lot of love. So this, with this guy being in reverse, they haven't prayed. They haven't realized how to even tell God that they love you. Now that's crazy because God knows all and He sees all. But these are people who are afraid to admit how much they love you because they don't want to. I'm here like rock the boat. They don't want to rock the boat. And when it comes to success and time, it's like you can ask, like you ask, which way should I go? What time should I put this out? Should I do it at this time or that time? That's divine time. They're asking for things to be in time with you, because you know how we have the different time zones, so those times are different. So that's in life. There are different time zones, different seasons to where things will um, make sense. Things will come into alignment. Things will catch up with each other. This is bringing things into alignment. Stuff that was out of season coming into season, but it comes into season at the right time. So you may have been asking for your success to come into its rightful time to where it's supposed to be there. Because this is a person who already knows the plan, already knows what to do. It's just not time for them to do. You know how the businesses are, this is the best example. You know how businesses, they open up at a certain time. So that's the time that the business opened. This is the time that the business closed. And anybody else who trying to come into business before it open or after it has closed, you can't do that because there's a certain time. So there's even in your life people not realizing there's a certain time for them to be able to benefit from you. There's a certain time when they can come in and have relations with you because of the strictness of God being on your life. And these people don't necessarily have God. They're not close to God like you are because it's in reverse by these true loves. It's these lovers. You know, these even the new ones coming in. They're not realizing like you don't do things according to like how you're not easily swayed by your emotions because you're mature. Even if you feel like, oh, this could be the one, you get that feeling like this could be the one, you still gonna go over here and say, okay, I need to pray first. Is this the one? Okay, I need to think about it. Does God want me to be in love with this person, or does God want me to try to have a relationship with this person? And they don't operate like that. They feel like if it feel good, if it feel right, your love's like honey. That's what I was saying. Your love's like honey, so you're the one. You know very well who you are, 'cause I don't go that far. Look where we are, and ain't nothing like you, one in a million. They feel like you're the one, but that doesn't mean you feel like they're the one. So just be mindful that people want to. This is an amazing reading, just hands down. Just I like this right here. This is the finesse. It's not a finesse because the filmmakers in reverse. That's a person that's trying to finesse, but this is the more finesse. Like, you know, we out here dripping in finesse. Don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it. You know it. Yeah. When I'm walking with you, this is that finesse, not the other one. But at the same time, these are people who have worked with you and been in scenarios with you where they've seen how good you are and the happiness that you bring, and they want to turn that into a relationship with you. And they're not aware that they got to go talk to God before they can even address you. But that's why you have the shielding to like make sure you shield, and the shielding is right under this, people trying to be your friend and start something with you because you have a glow. These are people who just want to be a part of your glow. They want to be a part of your happiness. They want to be a part of your justice. And to be fair, last week there were people who were pretty much hating on you. And I was like, at the end, I remember, it's like, you might as well clap with me. So this could be the people who did not want to congratulate you at first, wanting to come in and be a part of what you have going on. But that's why the true love, they didn't love you in the beginning. These are people who start to love you. Make that make sense. They just gain this affection and attraction to you. And this is with the sexual card, right? This is a dangerous attraction. So they're not just attracted to your business, to your glow, to your happiness, to the work that you do. Like, these people see all the stuff that you're doing or trying to incorporate in your life. That's not what they're fazed by. At least the male counterparts. They want pleasure from you. They might want to take you from your business and your what you do for others. They want to take you from that. But this is why the God is in reverse, because he's not going to give them the right to do that. He's not going to give them permission. They got to get a permission slip from God to do this. I'm here because they might try to mishandle you. Even though that's not their intent from the beginning, they may intend to give you those emotional feelings. But if you're trying to make it about this bedroom and keeping it there and not giving you the love that you need, that's mishandling you. So these are people who see you as the song I got was pleasure, your love's like honey. I want to sex you till you fall fast asleep. So they want to sex you to sleep. And you have work to do. How are we going to do that? You know, so they trying to make you miss meetings, miss calls, miss everything. But they have some type of attraction towards you, Leo. But that's because of your vibe, your glow, your happiness. But nevertheless, this is the shielding. So some people you might have to protect your aura from, protect your energy from. And some people you might have to just be like, we can only keep this business. This is like flirting in the workplace type scenario. We can't do this at work. I'm because there's a law or something, conduct like the harassment and stuff like that. They're not supposed to do that at work. All y'all can get in trouble, but anyway, nevertheless, they want to though. They want to make it more than just a work field relationship with you, because they see what you do for others. So just be mindful of people wanting to start a romantic relationship with you. The song I got was Dance the Night Away. They want to start a romantic relationship with you without making sure that they address God. But there's also people praying to be back in your presence again. Because we do have pray, because they know that you made them happy, and they know that you were the justice in their life. Without them, there's no justice. Without them, without you, there's no justice in their life, and without you being there, they don't know how to get the sun again. Leo is the sun, but the happiness. But they're praying that they may be praying that you forgive them for them not loving you the way you needed to be loved, and only wanted to make it about this. As good as it is, as good as it is, there's more components that come with that. And they were not aware of that. So this is probably why they're on their knees. This person's on their knees praying. I'm down on bended knees. Can we go back to the days our love was strong? Can you tell me how perfect love, because this is true love, goes wrong? This is a person that really loved you. It just went wrong because they may have exploited you sexually. Made it seem like you were just their hookup. You were just their hooker. You were just somebody who they just got exotic with. That was wrong. So they trying to pray to God, praying that God will hear them. He's in reverse, like I'm not listening to that. And this could be a situation where people are not going to be able to hear from the Lord until they tell you the truth about what they did or what they said, or until they have their apology and explain themselves. This is like God, like right here, like you trying to talk to me and you ain't even explained yourself to Leo. You ain't even apologized to Leo. You expected to come over here and tell me how you felt or what you wanted me to know, without letting my Leo know, like how you broke their heart or whatever you did to deceive them. But they want God to hear them. Not realizing that God wants them to tell you this. Go tell Leo. This is like, God, like, what are you still telling? This person may have already said this, and they don't get the message that they need to be talking to you and letting you know that they're aware of what they did. And God is over here like, until you let my Leo know. Or it's until you do right by me, nothing's going to go good in your life. Till this person do right by you and admit what they did and all that, and how they tried to handle it, even with the exploitation of you. So, that was weird. That was weird. So that's what I have for you, Leo. So like I said, those kind of like love and business and everything, but that is an amazing reading. Amazing. I don't think nobody got this for their reading. Nobody. Of course, because everybody's different, but even the last few weeks I have been getting with you guys, people not wanting to congratulate you and celebrate with you, choosing to fight with you, and a whole bunch of people being around. So like even with your love ring, it was 50-50. A whole lot of people that love you, but a whole lot of people that have their thing towards you because of the love that you receive and the love that's in your heart. This is God's love. Like you have God's love. You have God's attention. Like God loves you so much that he won't hear from these people because of what they've done to you. He's not addressing these people. These people on their knees praying, waiting on God to say something. And he's in reverse. Like, what are you talking about? Did you pray to me or talk to me before you did what you did to Leo? These are people who do what they do knowing they shouldn't be doing it and expect somebody to talk to them again. But I will say in your defense, Leo, these people, there are some people who just really want to get you in that position. And some people who really loved you, they just let the sex, the lust, the temptation mess up what you guys had going on. This could be temptation with somebody else, or just that when they were tempted by you, that's what they grabbed onto. That's what they gravitated to, just the temptation, just the lust. And you're more than that. What? You're more than that. That's what they're starting to realize this week with the love and the success and the emotional fulfillment. And now they want to come back like, I'm sorry. Like I said, these are people pointing out like, I want to make a change and come back to you. Because I realize what you mean to me, even though they didn't realize it at first. But nevertheless, like, this is slowly bringing about an emotional fulfillment on your hands. And I will say again, these people intended to be emotionally mature. Even with the people who may have you entertain romantically, they wanted to be emotionally mature, just the romance. When there's so much passion and so much going on, it can be a downside to it. Like an obsession. When people become obsessed with people, that takes away the love, because obsession is an illusion sometimes. And it takes away from the common sense of a person. It takes away from what matters. And so these are people who have been obsessed with you, or who are obsessed with you, or they loved you at one point and their love turned into an obsession. And that's when the jealousy comes out. That's when the negativity come out, because they're obsessed with something. They're obsessed with you to the point of no control. An obsession, is hard to control an obsession. And it's hard to control an obsessed person. Just literally. That's why God probably like, this motherfucker damn fool. Because he reversed this boy crazy. So just be mindful of somebody that is crazy about you or obsessed with you and really want to be there with you. They just were confused about love and lust. It's like they love you, but when they got it or you gave it to them, or if you have not been with this person, if you sleep with this person, it's going to interfere with how the love flows, because they become obsessed. Look at them. They connected. This nowhere for them to go. This is, she all in his hands. They are married. So hopefully this is not nobody that's married trying to do this, because I did say a workplace relationship and people do be having partners when they go home. But this ring, even if it's you two, you were married at one point, or this was supposed to be a marriage, because it's true love in reverse, and it never made it to the altar. They were so connected though that it was scary. Some people being so connected to somebody else, like you become one when you're married, and that scares them. This person might have wanted to be their own person, or you might have wanted to be your own person. They probably didn't like that you wanted to be your own person. You know, like even right here, they're touching. This is closeness, always. So you may have want to be your own person and chase your dreams. You know what? I got that for y'all. I remember I did this last year. Somebody did not want you to chase your dreams, and they did not want you to follow your gut and do what you want to do. They want to keep you in the house. I got it. Y'all, that's not, and last year I said they did not want to have you do what you want, do your thing. They wanted to keep you in the house, keep you bound to them so you could not go on with your life. And I just said that in the other ring, because it's part 2, when things come into time and come into season. So even though they were trying to keep you from your success like a year ago and not let you go free, this was why, because they was obsessed with you and they wanted you to themselves. But when time changed, they don't realize time changed. Now you get to be successful and do all the things you want to do, but they're still over here with this. I remember the days you were mine. The days you were mine, even though it seems I have everything. I don't want to be a lonely fool. All of the women. So these are people who put other things in place to avoid their love for you, because they knew that you were on a mission. They knew that you were doing things and they couldn't tie you down at that time. So they just went and did other things. So in hindsight, this is a person who might not have even had nothing against you. They just knew that you had something to do with your life, and they had to find other ways to feel themselves. And it was by doing this junk right here, because they missed you and they didn't want to take you away from your assignment. And God was not going to let them take you away from him. You're not going to take my Leo away from me. This is a guy saying, I don't even have to fight you on this one. You know damn well you're not going to take my Leo away from me. And this person may have been praying for God to bring you back sooner. But we have divine timing. You have to come after you accomplish this. because this is something that helps other people. This is the happy camper. You're a person who helps other people and they want you to themselves in this bed. So girl, I hope I explained it right because this just went all type of ways. I'm here nocturnal, bitch. You know, nocturnal people can see in the dark. Um, or animals that are nocturnal can see in the dark. I work best at night and shit, but this person was not pleased with you being able to dance around and do what you want to. Like you were able to, like the song was "Dance the Night Away." That was on the first part. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat for somebody. They didn't want you dancing with nobody else. And this person may have been afraid that you were actually going to find your true love or find somebody else to love you better. And they didn't want that. Because they were pleased with you being tied to them. But nevertheless, you had stuff that you had to do. So this person might be asking for another chance or asking for your hand again in marriage. Asking you to let's start again. So that is what I have for you, Leo. The first part explains a little bit more. But this is the second part. It kind of turns into like a love where your lover might be trying to tell you some things. That's what I'm hearing. Like your lover's trying to tell you something. Like about their promiscuity or the things that they did. It was never against you. Never because they didn't love you. It was just because they knew you had other stuff to do. They didn't know how to keep themselves happy. Maybe they don't have no drive or no ambition. They didn't know how to keep themselves happy. So they just did whatever they did. But they want you back. And they've been having conversations with praying to God that He allows you to come back, even though they made that mistake. Because, like I said, you know how they hands together, they are one. It's just one of them broke away. One of them did something they wasn't supposed to, and maybe you weren't ready. It wasn't your time to be one with this person yet because you had to do all these other things. And they may have taken offense to that because they were obsessed with you. How dare you tell me that I can't be with you right now? Because we did have divine timing right there. So somebody wasn't waiting on the time to come together. Or somebody didn't want to wait that long. Either you or the other person. And we didn't have impatience didn't come out. So it's not like you weren't willing to wait the time. It wasn't the time. So in the midst of it not being the time, you guys both did different things. Waiting on the time to come together. But whatever they did. But what you did was go get your life together, go get your drive, go get your ambition, go get your success. You chose to be with other people, make other people happy. You chose to pretty much enjoy life until that time comes. And they were over here, I guess, in and out of beds because that's what filled them at the time. So I do apologize, Leo. I hope that doesn't sound harsh. But I do love you, and that's what I have for you. I told you there's a part 1 to this. But nevertheless, that was a beautiful reading. I do pray that you have an amazing week. That's your weekly for the 8th to the 15th.